Hi. Welcome to another video, in Movies Unboxed. Today, I am going to explain a new Korean, horror thriller drama series called, All of Us Are Dead. This video contains spoilers, so watch out and enjoy.
Episode 1 begins with a group of bullies, led by Yoon Gwi-nam from Hyosun High School, who attack fellow student, Lee Jin-soo, who recently attempted suicide. In this fight Jin-soo loses control and starts to act like zombie, and in this he falls off the rooftop and is hospitalized. His father, Lee Byung-chan, the science teacher from Hyosun High, realizes Jin-soo has developed zombie-like behavior and kills him. Some time later at Hyosun High School, a student named Kim Yeon-ju is in the science lab and is accidentally bitten by a hamster infected with a virus created by Byung-chan. It is seen by Byung-chan and he captures Kim Yeon-ju, and she is thus locked inside the lab's interior room for days until she finally escapes. As the staff and some students try to help her, Yeon-ju suddenly turns into a zombie and bites the school's infirmary doctor, who also becomes a zombie. She attacks a student who in return turns to a zombie. After this, students get panicked and the students who are turned into zombie attack other students. Soon they reach to the cafeteria where a student named Anjo falls and a zombie comes to attack her. Zombies enter cafeteria and infect many students and turn them into zombie. Taking their chance, childhood friends Nam Anjo and Lee Cheong-san escape through the window. They later seek refuge and hide in a classroom with several other classmates from class 2 to 5, including class president Choi Nam-ra, affluent Lee Na-yeon, delinquent Lee Soo-hyuk, Kim Ji-min, Seo-hyo Rying, Oh Jun-young, Anjo's best friend Yoon I-sak, Yang Dae-soo, Dae-su's friend Jang Woo-jin, Chung-san's best friend Han Kyung-soo and Kim Min-ji. Here police interrogates Byung-chan, and they get to know that he killed his son. He informs police to quarantine Yeon-ju, but they ignore him. In flashback Byung-chan remembers how he created a virus to trigger the anger inside a person, to help them in fight situation, but things take a turn when he injects it to his son. Meanwhile, Yeon-ju infects others while in the hospital, which leads to the disease being spread throughout Hyosun. The school's archery team, including Woo Jin's sister, Jang Ha-ri, returns to the school only to discover it overrun by zombies, and the students call emergency number, but the officer in charge take them lightly only to get serious when they get several calls from hospital. Mr. Kang, a teacher, comes into the class and hides inside the classroom. Unknown to everyone, he is already infected and attacks Min-ji, who later became a zombie, forcing the students to flee and fight their way towards an empty science lab. At the same time, Gwi-nam hides in the cafeteria's kitchen. I-sak, however, becomes infected too and is thrown off the window, to Anjo's misery. Meanwhile Yoo Jun-seong and Park Mi-jin are trapped in the girls' bathroom, and both have to kill their infected classmate Lee Ha-lim. But she doesn't die and they are saved by their archer fellows. Here the group is unable to hold the zombies, so they decide to go down, with the help of water pipe, but Lee Chung-san is unable to escape and falls down. Hiding. Byung-chan confesses that he is the one who created the virus, and the scene cuts to the girl student who is in bad health, and she delivers a baby in the public toilet. But she leaves the baby there, and goes outside only to see the destruction caused by the zombies. Soo-hyuk is seen trying to get inside the room, but he sees San falling from window and helps him, and then they both get into conference room, where everyone is present. The pink sweater girls accuses Kyung-soo to be infected because he had a scratch on his wrist, but he denies. In room, they find a computer and quickly update themselves by watching the news of the outer world, and are shocked to see the zombie outbreak. Suddenly, a zombie appears with the help of same pipe, but Kyung-soo and Sam are able to kill it. Kyung-soo's nose start bleeding and the pink sweater girl again tells him that he is infected, and here the scene cuts. In another scene, we see a politician, where Anjo's father is present to rescue them and one of politician's member is infected. Here Kyung-soo is isolated into another corner room and Mrs. Park says that if he doesn't turn into the zombie, the pink sweater girl has to apologize him. Also, the police was covering the whole city so that more people don't get infected. Even after half hour, Young-soo is not turned into a zombie, so the teacher asks Sweater Girl to call him out. But Na-yeon purposely uses a handkerchief stained with zombie blood to rub on Young-soo's scratch wound while pretending to help him stop the bleeding, causing Young-soo to transform and attack the survivors, who drive him out of the room. After this, she expects everyone to say her thank you, but the president slaps her as she has seen what Na-yeon has done with Young-soo. Na-yeon enraged steps out of the room and starts to walk crying, and as zombies approach her, Mrs. Park comes to help her and a helicopter flashes at the students, ending the episode. In fourth episode, San's mother comes to his school worrying about San, but she sees San's friend. Not knowing he has turned into zombie, she calls him, but hearing this, other zombies attack her. The bully kid tries to escape from school with the help of bicycle, but has to return to the school when the cycle chain slips, and later comes into the principal's office. As police detective Song Jae-ik arrests the fugitive science teacher Lee Byung-chan, and brings him into custody for creating the virus and causing the outbreak, Byung-chan recounts that he was angered at the school's nonchalance and incompetence towards punishing the bullies, who frequently ostracized his son, which made him want to create a virus that strengthens his son, only to see it develop into a zombie virus. Out of regret for engineering the outbreak, Byung-chan also tells Jae-ik that his laptop at the school's science lab contains all the data relating to his research in the virus. However, at that moment, after they pass the crucial information on to Jae-ik, the infected horde swarms the police station. Byung-chan is infected, but Jae-ik and his junior Jaeon Ho-chul escape. Meanwhile, the students come up with a plan to get a functioning handphone from the office to call for help. Here the principal gives his car keys to Gwi-nam and tells him to BRNG his car, but Gwi-nam refuses his order and both start to fight. However, after both Soo-hyuk and Cheong-san volunteer and reach the room, they are separated by the infected, which causes Soo-hyuk to return alone to the broadcasting room with the phone while Cheong-san hides in the principal's room, where he witnesses Gwi-nam using a knife to kill the principal, causing him to flee again with Gwi-nam chasing him, not without filming down the principal's murder. In the outside world, Sejoo evacuates the survivors and they board a helicopter. At the school, Gwi-nam keeps running after Cheong-san, who enters the infested school library, and they both fight, resulting in Cheong-san blinding Gwi-nam in the left eye and throwing him into the horde, who surrounds and devours Gwi-nam, who uses his last breath to vow revenge against Cheong-san, who escapes the library amidst the onslaught. At the broadcasting room, both Jun-young and Soo-hyuk volunteer to go to the science lab to retrieve a flying drone. They later operate it, and much to their relief, they find Cheong-san hiding in a music room. However, when the drone is sent outside the school, the students are distraught to see the destruction, and Ji-min is heartbroken upon seeing her dead parents in their family truck. Meanwhile, the toilet survivors, Jun Seong, Mi Jin, Min Jae and Ha Ri, break out of the toilet and enter the school's infirmary, where they briefly hide before breaking out for the school's archery training center, where they can use an emergency phone to call for help. In the outside world, while they are trying to go to Hyosun High, Jae-ik and Ho-chul seek refuge in a fried chicken restaurant, which coincidentally belongs to Cheong-san's mother, where they find a Hyosun High schoolgirl named Park Hee-soo, who is infected and tied at the door, with Hee-soo's healthy newborn baby safely placed on the faraway bench. Simultaneously, Sejoo and the others reach a military quarantine zone, where the evacuated survivors are safely kept and quarantined. At the end of the episode, it is revealed that Gwi-nam survived the bite, but in a half-zombified state, and he becomes fueled by revenge against Cheong-san. After the students secure Cheong-san's location, they decide to use the broadcasting system to inform Cheong-san that they are coming for him. They use the speakers and maximize the volume of the music to distract the zombies before they quietly leave for the music room. Unfortunately, Gwi-nam, who heard the broadcast, goes after the group in order to murder Cheong-san, and at the staircase, he encounters Soo-hyuk who stays behind to fight the zombies and thus Gwi-nam saves Soo-hyuk from being killed. However, as Gwi-nam demands Cheong-san's location, Soo-hyuk, who was momentarily grateful to Gwi-nam, decides to not give up Cheong-san's location and they fight, with Gwi-nam having the upper hand. The class president Choi Nam-ra, who returned out of concern for Soo-hyuk's safety, joins in, and she is bitten by Gwi-nam before she and Soo-hyuk push Gwi-nam off the window and join the others in the music room. Like Gwi-nam, Nam-ra does not immediately transform despite her infection. Cheong-san, who earlier witnessed Gwi-nam being bitten, argues for her to be killed, with Ji-min backing him up despite Soo-hyuk's insistence that Gwi-nam was not a zombie when he bit Nam-ra. Nam-ra stayed at the window in case she turns, so that she can jump off for the others' safety, and all the while, Soo-hyuk stays by her side. As her left eye changes color because of the growing infection, Nam-ra gradually enters a half-zombified state and she exhibits an urge to bite Soo-hyuk's neck, but she regains control of herself at the last dive. Unknown to them, inside the music room's PTA room, where it was well stocked with food and water, Na-yeon was alive, hiding from the zombies alone. Simultaneously, the toilet survivors fight their way and all four successfully enter the archery training center, but Jun Seong is accidentally stabbed by a broken stick and they have to apply first aid to stop his bleeding while barricading themselves and stocking up their supply of arrows and weapons. At the chicken restaurant, the two policemen Jae-ik and Ho-chul save an uninfected young girl named Se-bin from the pursuing horde, while Seo-ju successfully breaks out of the quarantine zone to save his daughter. Inside the music room, Soo-hyuk converses with Nam-ra, and during the conversation, Nam-ra confesses to Soo-hyuk that she has a crush on him, and kisses him, much to Soo-hyuk's happiness as he likes her for a long time. As time passes, Nam-ra exhibits heightened senses of hearing, vision and smell as she delves further in a half-zombified state, which Dae-soo coins as a hamby. An-jo assumes that Nam-ra is possibly immune to the virus, similar to what was shown in the zombie movies. The students decide to use the music instruments, camera and microphone to make loud music to attract zombies from the corridor into the room while making their escape out of the room through the now empty corridor. They get to the rooftop but the door is locked. Unknown to them, however, the door is deliberately locked by Kim Chul-soo, a bullying victim of Gwi-nam, because of Chul-soo's hatred against the school for treating him as an outcast. As the military helicopter arrives at the school terrace, and when asked, Chul-soo tells them that he is the sole survivor and all others are dead, and then the helicopter leaves taking him. One student, who has turned into half-zombie, puts the school on fire, due to which fire alarms rings, and all doors are opened and also terrace door opens and everyone goes on the terrace, just to see the helicopter leave. The bully Gwi-nam tries to open the terrace door but his hand gets broken in this process. The students, present on the terrace, makes an SOS signal, for any helicopter to see and receive help. Upon seeing a survivor hiding on a kindergarten's rooftop, Jae-ik goes up trying to rescue the man but Ho-chul, upon seeing the zombies emerging from the streets, gets scared and drives off on the motorcycle with Se-bin and the baby, much to Jae-ik's betrayal and anger. Just then, Ho-chul returns to the kindergarten inside a school bus, where Se-bin and the baby are also hiding. Both Jae-ik and the YouTuber jump onto the top of the bus as it drives off. The terrace students tries to create fire by grinding wooden pieces together but the president gives them the lighter. Later that night the school bus hits a woman going on cycle, and at the same time military people arrive there, and they take them to the quarantine area. In school, the pink sweater girl tries to take some food to the students trapped on terrace, but she is soon confronted with the bully, who is very hungry and he then eats the pink sweater girl. On terrace, San tells An-jo that he likes her but An-jo, doesn't like it and she goes away from there. With the help of window pipe, the bully half-zombie climbs up on terrace, and he beats everyone, and when he is attacking San, the class president, who is also half-zombie, gets angry and throws him to the lower ground. Even then the bully doesn't die. It is shown in episode 9, the officer, who was taken by the military, he tells them that Mr. Lee has made this virus and his laptop has its antidote. And the laptop is in a science lab of a school. The commander orders everyone for this mission. The students on the roof find a helicopter coming to them. They call the helicopter for help. The soldiers get off the helicopter and check the temperature of all the students, but the temperature of the class president was different. Because she is now a half-zombie. The soldiers ask the students, we have to bring the laptop from the science lab at first. After it, we will take you from here while rescuing. On another side, the scene in the military base is shown. The girl who got into the accident was also a half-zombie. She eats a boy there. When the commanders see this, they discover the girl was also a zombie. The soldiers move while leaving them there. San becomes furious because of this and blows the bonfire off. He also removes the sign of SOS. Anjo's father is shown on the way and a man asks for help from him. He leaves while giving the gun to that man, because he has to save his daughter. The military has also caught the girl who was infected. The rain also starts at night there. The students were stuck on the roof and there was also a lot of thundering. They decide the zombies can't recognize their voice because of thundering. Thinking this, they try to move out from here. They come downside and when they reach downside, San sees his mother. She was changed into a zombie. San discovers, in episode 10, his mother is also a zombie now. San weeps a lot because of this and becomes emotional. Many zombies appear there and a girl gets separated from her group. The zombies hold her. They bite her and she also changes into a zombie. On another side, the commander was watching Mr. Lee's video. He discovers Mr. Lee told the truth, there is no antidote for this virus. If a human is affected by this virus, the antidote is to end him while burning. If this will not be done, this whole world will change into zombies. The students are shown going out of the school and the morning appears. Anjo's father was still on the way in search of his daughter. The gang's boy is shown who is still in search of San. The commanders discover the zombie virus has spread in the other cities. The students stuck in the school try to make a wall. They were going out. Meanwhile, the zombies attack them. They bite one of the students and he becomes infected. Even then, he tries to save his other friends. Except for this, the zombies end and eat him. The commanders' meeting is shown and they decide, if we will not stop it, the zombies will spread in this world. They think to blast a bomb. The students were coming out and reached the door. The door was locked from outside and any outsider can open it. Anjo sees her father there and he opens the door. Anjo becomes happy seeing her father and hugs him. Anjo's father is shown, decides to take them to a mountain in episode 11. Because it was the place from where they can be saved from zombies. When they reach the ground while running, many zombies attack them. Anjo's father takes the students out from there while distracting the zombies. He was locked there because he was bitten by a zombie. Anjo feels bad seeing this and starts weeping there. Later, the students reach a construction site. There were zombies also and they sit while coming out of the window. On another side, the commander was experimenting on zombies and discover the zombies can't bear the high frequency. They decide to gather the zombies at a place to blast at them. The students are shown still stuck in the school. There was only a way to move from here, that a student will distract the zombies and others will leave. None was ready to accept this because they don't want to lose anyone. Meanwhile, they notice a helicopter coming towards them. The helicopter tells them there will be a blast. The people who are not infected should leave this place. The drones also arrive in the city and make noise. Due to it, the zombies were distracted. The gang's boy reaches San. He was still chasing him, turning into a zombie and bites San's hand during the fight. Anjo feels sad seeing this. Because Anjo also likes San. San hugs Anjo and exchanges the name tags. San has become a zombie now and distracts the zombies. The other students who were not infected leave from there. San and gang's boy start fighting. Suddenly, there was a blast and they die in it. It is shown in the last episode of the series. The left students including Anjo and she again goes to the construction site to see San. There was none because everyone died. They return from there. They reach a forest and find many ribbons there. These ribbons were tied by Anjo's father and she finds her father's torch there. Anjo discovers the ribbons were placed by her father. They move out of the forest with the help of ribbons. They reach another city but it was already deserted. There was none and they discover some zombies are chasing them. They don't decide to run from there, but to fight with those zombies. During the fight with zombies, 2 of the students also get infected. One of the students was ended by the class president because he has changed into a zombie. They run from there. The class president who was feeling, she will become a complete zombie as she was also feeling hungry and wanted to eat them, so makes herself apart from them. Soo-hyuk and Anjo chase her to save her. Reaching there they see the girl was eating the other zombies. Meanwhile, she attacks Anjo. Soo-hyuk can't end her because he likes her. She leaves Anjo and moves from there. The survivors go to the base and the military locks them into jail for 3 months. To check they are zombies or not. They were released after 3 months. Anjo goes to a mountain reaching out and places some food items for her friends. She sees the school's roof and there was still a bonfire and thinks maybe she is their class president. She tells Soo-hyuk about all this. They decide to go to school at night. Soo-hyuk gathers more friends with him. They reach there and notice the bonfire. The class president was also there and was recovered now. Anjo asks her to go with her. She refuses while saying there are many others like Ma. Meanwhile, others like her arrive there and she leaves while jumping from the building. Her friends become surprised seeing this. And the series ends here.